I literally prayed to God for a good guy, a second child, and a home. And all this happened in 10 months. I really was not expecting it to happen in this time frame. And it leads me to Isaiah 60, verse 22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. What's up, besties? If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you, and a special shout out to all my returning subscribers. You know, I'm always grateful to have you back. So, in today's video, I will be doing a story time of how God blessed me with a husband, house, and a baby, all in 10 months. So, 2018 is one of my best years. I literally wasn't expecting all this blessing to happen in 10 months. So prior to 2018, right? I am this person. I still am. I pray for everything. Like, I plan out like what I want for me, and I will like pray about it even 3, 4, sometimes 5 years prior. Like, I'm very previous, and I am a strong believer. So I, always think it is important that I put everything to God, like place everything I want in His hands. And prior to meeting my husband, right? I remember praying to God for a good guy, right? One who's a gentleman, one, that will be compatible, something that would last for a long time. I never use the word husband, right? If I'm going to be specific, I never prayed for a husband. I prayed for a good guy. And I remember asking God for someone who would love me just a little bit more. I got this concept from Rihanna. She did an interview. I don't remember if it was with Oprah. And she said her grandmother told her that make sure to get someone or choose someone who loves her a little bit more. And that resonates with me, like, even now. And I remember praying to God for someone to also love me a little bit more. And so I met my husband in 2013. um, I mentioned a little about this in my vlog video, and he sent me a message on a dating site. And I remember going through his pictures after he sent me the message, and I was looking for something. I was looking for something that would tell me, like, this is the one. I can try with this one, and I I actually got something just by looking through the pictures. I cannot explain it, but I got something just by looking through the pictures. And I decided, like, okay, I'm gonna try. And we exchanged messages till it led to text messaging, then talking on the phone, and then meeting in person. So within 1 week of meeting him, um, I could tell that he, was the one. And it's just by simple little things, like whenever I go to visit him, he would like come and take my pocketbook or whatever it is that I have in my hands, and he would take them and bring them inside. And he like did this like all the time, and he was consistent. So I could tell, like, this was just him. He is a gentleman. And I like that, because that shows you, like, the type of person you know he is, in terms of how he treats his lady, or just how he would treat like a woman. And he, like, how I met him, like, the way he was like back then 9 years ago, he is the same person today. So when people say like people change, I don't think it's change, people change. I just believe that people just weren't being themselves from the beginning. And it's just like you you go on an interview, and you be on your best behavior, you try to impress the employer, and when you do get the job, you are like this good stuff, an angel and everything nice in the first 2 weeks or first month. But then after you get settled in, you start to show your true you. And it's the same with relationships. People put on a show in the beginning and just weren't being true to themselves. And they start to show, later on who they really are. And then people say they change, but it's not change. So it is necessary that people just be true from day one. And there will be like no surprises or issue further down the road. So after meeting in person in March, we decided to live together in June. And I would say that was pretty quick, but uh, it worked out pretty well. We got along. We got along well. We were compatible. We were good friends. And this was like 5 years prior to getting married. So we lived together for 5 years before getting married, and it was all good stuff. All those 5 years were good years. And so I'm leading up now to 2018. And so we were planning the wedding in 2017, late 2017. We started planning for the wedding to be in May. We decided the day, the venue, the color theme, everything was like planned for me. And in February of 2018, I got pregnant. I found out that I was pregnant. I It's like it just seemed like it just seemed like I missed my period. Like I was like, what? Why haven't my period come yet? And I decided to purchase a test, and when I did the test, I was pregnant. So like that like just was a big surprise um in the period when we already planned the wedding. So it's like I will be getting married while pregnant, and it was just like it's like an it's a good thing, but it was like an interference, because now I will have to think on um my dress um to fit at 4 months, because by the time the wedding in May, I would be 4 months. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get married while I'm pregnant. And I said, okay, God, I prayed to God for this, and He decided that that was the right time. I don't know, I guess He wanted me to be married when I give birth. That's the only thing that came to my head at the time. And I just got like, okay, it is what it is. I'm gonna proceed anyway. And May came, the wedding happened. It was a beautiful day. It was a good day. I was so happy. I was excited. It we had a good turnout, and everything, was good. So after the wedding, it was time for a house. So I'm going to take you back from 2018. So we wanted to purchase a house prior to 2018, but we weren't prepared with the deposit and the closing costs. And I remember praying to God, and I was like, God, is it that I'm going to be on this earth and not own a home? Like, it's not making sense. I was literally talking to him like how I would talk to someone. And I said, God, it's not adding up. Like, I have been praying for a house and the opportunity comes at the time, and it's like I won't be able to purchase one because I'm not prepared. And I'm usually like not someone to worry worry about a delay, or if I didn't get something to go my way. It's like, even if I'm a little like worried, or like a little stressed, it's not for long, because I'm a strong believer. So most times I believe that there must be something else in store, why it didn't work out, with this one, right? I'm always thinking that something else is in store when something don't work out. And I was saying, like, I remember saying to God, like, God, you must have something in store for me. Why this is not why this is not going to work out. And I remember um, I remember saying, well, God, I only can wait and see, because I have been praying, and I cannot believe that I'm not going to get one of the houses. So, let's see. And I remember being at work one day, and I decided to call the office, the developer's office. And the person who answered the phone, I asked her, like, will there be any new projects, or anything coming up? And she was like, yes, they're going to be a new project, but it's not confirmed yet. I'm not sure, I can't give any details. She couldn't confirm the information. But it's like, right then I knew that it was going to happen. I knew that even though she could not confirm that, there's going to be another project, I was like, yes. I was like, yes, this is the reason why it did not work out with the other house, the house that I wanted to purchase. And what at the time, I was like, this is even better, because she could give me like a hint of the location, and that location would be like closer to where I work. So even better for me. This was in Jamaica, so like the closer you are to where you work is the better for you, right? So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get myself prepared for this one. And guys, like, the time frame in which it took me to get prepared was incredible. It was like literally a short time frame in which I prepared for the deposit and the closing costs for the new project, right? So I said, like, we were there, and we're saying, okay, I hope this work out. This one is even better. We are going to keep praying. And I continue to pray and pray and pray that it work out with this one. And I was like, if this one doesn't work out, like, what's next? Like, am I going to wait a longer time? And because it's like, house is in high demand, so you never know when you're going to be lucky to purchase a house. So you have to just be like prepared all the time, so that when something comes up, bombs, you are ready. So moving forward to 2018, so it's after the wedding, and we are waiting on our new home. So we didn't know exactly when we were going to get the house, but we knew that we were going to get it. So with this, we did our deposit. It's a new development, so you give your deposit prior to the house being ready, right? So it's basically like just to secure your lot. So we were there, and we were like imagining being in our new home together as a family and all that good stuff. And then, like, in October, we in early October, we got a call that the keys were ready, and we were like, yeah, finally, we are getting the keys, and this is like before giving birth to our second child. So it's like we're like, okay, it is a perfect timing. We're getting it before he's actually here, right? Before the arrival of our son. And so we went and we collected the keys. We went to to check out the house. We look around, and then like a couple of days after we started to decorate and move in the furniture and arranging stuff. And it was like shortly after, because our son was born on October the 25th, so it wasn't long after. It was the same month, so we got the keys, and our second son was born in the same month, in October. And we were like so happy. Not too much excited, because I mean, that was like a little toned down, because we were gonna get it, but we just didn't know when. And even though we got all that, we actually didn't fully move in until the February of 2019. But everything was like prepared and there, but we just decided to fully move in at that time. And I mean, it was like a blessing. Like, we didn't realize the time frame until like way after. We weren't paying attention to the 10 months. We just knew that we were getting these blessings like one by one. And it is amazing. Like, every time I reflect on 2018, it just reminds me of how good God is and how true He is. And I would encourage everyone to pray and to be specific about what you pray for, because my experience, like, everything I prayed for, God answers my prayers. And it is true. Like, it is true. I know sometimes we are praying for things and it's not happening, but just trust Him and be specific and have a connection. Like, it is important to have a connection with God, so that it actually like builds your faith. And I think it's more effective when you do. And God is not partial. Like, I'm not a church goer, but I'm a strong believer. And God has answered my prayers over and over. And if He can answer my prayers, He definitely can answer yours. Like, when I prayed for all these things that happened in 2018, I never knew at the time when He was going to answer my prayers, how it was going to happen, nothing, right? But I continued to pray to Him. I continued to, believe, and it just happened. Like, look at the wedding. We were planning the wedding for May in late 2017, and then right in between, I was pregnant. And I was praying for all these things. So I know that God listens. He hears us when we pray. And like I said, He's not partial. Sometimes we don't get what we want, and we feel disappointed, and we start to lose faith. But I would say that God is an on-time God. you know and remember, I said Isaiah 60 verse 22 says that when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Like, literally, He knows the best time. He knows what's best for us. So don't be discouraged. Just believe, and He will answer your prayers. Like, my marriage is a happy marriage. Like, I'm happy. We are best friends. We get along well. And I just believe that the foundation, like, God was the foundation of this, because I prayed so much to Him for. I wasn't specific about a husband. Like I said, I prayed for a good guy, a gentleman, someone who's compatible, someone I can get along pretty well with, and it can last for a long time. And it happens that he gave me a husband, and I would say that, it's going well, and I hope that it continues this way. I hope that God continue to, to bless us. And any I mean, God can bless anyone, anything you want. He can bless you. He can bless you. Like I said, he's not partial. So just believe. I can't say this enough. Like, just believe, pray from the heart, and have a connection with him, and you will see God answering your prayers. You will see God changing your situation. You will see that you rise. You will see what God can do for you if you continue to pray and believe. So be encouraged, you all. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as a video is uploaded. I'll see you next time. Bye.